Hey guys, welcome to JazzedTutorials. Today I'm going to be showing you how to create a awesome fiery picture. Yeah, it's going to be really awesome, so let's get started. Alright, so as you can see here, I already have a document already opened. I've used 1280 by, I think it was like something PX. Let me see, what was it? Let me go here and see. Yeah, I used 1280 by 1024. That's what I have here. Alright, and then I've double clicked it already here and made it a layer 0. Double clicking on the background layer will enable it to become a layer now. So once you have yours as a layer 0, you want to double click that and open up the properties, the layer style properties, and click on gradient overlay. Now, we're going to make sure the opacity is 100%, normal, blend mode, and you want to change the style from linear to that. Alright, and then the scale is going to be 150, so just go all the way to the end. Alright, we're going to change the color now, so you're going to click here. Now I already have these colors already put in my swatches, but what you want to have is you want to have a darker black color of that color, 04, 03, 02, and then the lighter color at the bottom over here is this one here, 1B14OB. Alright, that's what you want to have. Then click OK once you have that done, and you want to have a black screen like such. Alright, now we're going to open up our photo we're going to use for this cool effect. So I'm going to go here. Let's see, where did I put this one? So much stuff in here. Where the heck did I put it? Let's see. Alright, I'm gonna, nope, not that one. Alright. Well, that's not the one I wanted to use, but oh well. I'll use this photo here, even though I don't really want to use it. You can find this on shutterstock.com, although it's gonna have this here. But you can really use any photo you have on hand. I'm just gonna actually, crop this out so you don't have the white at the bottom, and I'm going to do Command A X or Control X, and now we're going to paste it onto here. Now as you can see, you still have the background of the man, so we're going to actually get rid of the whole background. So I'm going to zoom in a bit here. Oh, too zoomed in. Okay, I'm going to take my eraser tool, and I'm going to just mask it out just to be safe. In case I make a mistake, you can always go back. So masking is always an easier way to do erasing of the layers. So I'm just going to erase this. So there's like nothing there. And I know the word stock and whatnot's going to still be there, sort of, kind of, but oh well. Okay. Alright, so now I have that's all cut out and stuff. There's still a little reminiscence of the watermark, but that's okay. Now I'm going to make mine a little bit bigger just because the document's bigger, so I'm going to just do Control T and resize it a bit. And I'm just going to place them down there in the corner just because I feel like that's cool. Alright, now I'm going to actually apply the mask layer because I've already got it all where I want it. So apply the mask layer. Now once you have that, you need to duplicate that layer again. So do Control J to duplicate the layer. Alright, now on this second layer, layer 1 copy. Well, actually I'm going to name these now. So just name your layer. I'm going to name this one model. And then this one here is just going to be model light. I'm just naming them so it's easier to, you know, to distinguish each layers. So on the model light layer, I'm going to add a mask layer, and with a large soft round brush, let's see, I think I'm going to use maybe 200 px because that always seems to do a nice job. So you want to erase part of the arm. So we're going to, well, let me hide that. Okay, so hide the model layer for a bit just so you can get the arm all right there. Okay, so now you can see you've erased part of the arm. So you can make that now visible if you need to, or you can leave it invisible and leave it invisible for a while until we really need to use that layer. Alright, so now we have that done. So on the model light layer, you're going to duplicate that one again. And then you want to go up to filter, and you're going to go to other, and you're going to click on high pass. And you want that to be 10%, or 10 pixels rather. So then click OK, you're good to go there. Alright, now we're going to work back with a model layer, the original layer here, so make that visible again. And now we're going to duplicate that layer, so... Alright, so you have the model copy now. So now you want to go back up to your model light copy, the top one here, and we're now just going to change that to hard light. Alright, look at that, that's cool, right? Alright, now back to the model copy. Sorry to be a little confusing here, but here we go. Now on the model copy here, you're going to go up to your filter, and you're going to click on stylize, and you want to add glowing edges. Alright, I already have my preset here, as you can see. The edge width is 6, and the edge brightness is 7, and the smoothness is 7. That's my settings. That's what you want for your settings as well. So click OK if you have those settings already put in there. Alright, now as you can see, the arm, it just masks, it just does that to the arm, nothing else. And that's what you want. You want the arm to be glowing and nothing else. So if there's other parts glowing that shouldn't be glowing, then you've made a mistake, you might want to go back and fix it. But this is how it should look right now. Alright, so now on the model copy layer, we're now going to add a mask layer to that. And I'm just going to erase the rest of the body in case, because further in, we're going to do other things to it. So you want to make sure you just have the arm that's there. So I'm just going to go like this, and boom. Okay, I'm going to apply the mask layer to that because we're done with that layer. So, alright, there you go. Okay, once you have that, then you're going to, on the model copy layer, you're now going to turn that to screen. It's going to brighten it a bit, as you can see. Okay, now just to make it easier, I'm now going to name it Model Glow, so we know what that layer is for. Alright, now, on the top here, we're going to add a new layer. And now, what you're going to want to do is you need to make a selection of the whole body, the whole person. Alright, and to do so, okay, you're going to go over here, and you're going to go down to your model layer, or any of the layers that have the full body. So, hold Command or Control, and click on the thumbnail, which will then give it a selection like such. Alright, then on your layer 1, which is going to be your new layer you just made, go up to Filter, and you're going to go to Render, and you're going to select Clouds. You should get that. It should be black and white. Black and white should be in your swatches right now. Alright, once you have that, now you can do Command D or Control D and get rid of the selection. Yeah, I know there's a bit right there at the top that we didn't originally erase out, but that's okay. That's not important. The tutorial is more important than that. Okay, so... Okay, now, we have to now get rid of everything on here except for the arm. So you're going to want to add another mask layer to that, just so you know mask layers are always easier to erase, because if you make a mistake, you can always go back and fix it. But if you don't have a mask layer and you make a mistake, it's kind of hard to go edit, backspace, edit, backspace. It's just more of a mess. So I like to use mask layers all the time. So much easier. So we're going to take the erase tool, and we're going to erase everything except for that. So you want to leave the arm arm there, like such. Alright, were you with me so far? Or is it confusing? Because if it's confusing, feel free to ask me questions in the comments or whatnot. I'm always here to help. Alright, so now we're going to go over, so now I'm going to apply the mask layer since we're all good with that. I'm going to make a mistake. So now we're going to double click on this now, and we're going to add a color overlay. You want to pick an orange color, seeing as you're going to be creating a fire effect, and orange is kind of a fiery effect color. So I'm going to use that kind of a color, and you want the opacity to be 88%. And you're going to change this to linear dodge. Right? Click OK, and you should have something like that. Alrighty? Alright, so now you have that. Now we're going to change the layers blend mode to color dodge, which will then blend it. And you should get something along that line. Not the exact look, but something similar, depending on which image you're using. Every image is different for this kind of a section here. Alrighty. Alright, now we're going to create the smoke for the arm. So you're going to make a new layer above every layer you have, and we're just going to name this one smoke so it's easier to establish. Okay. Make sure black and white is in your swatches still, and then again go to filter and click clouds, and you're going to get this. So you want to have that. Now, on this one you're going to want to delete, or erase rather, almost everything except for the parts that you want to have as smoke. Now before we start erasing everything, I'm going to change my my layers blend mode to color dodge. Alright, because you're going to want to get this. So, yeah. And then with just a small or large or whatever kind of brush you want, just erase all the parts you don't need except for the ones near the arm where you're going to have the smoke coming up. Alright, so I'm going to try to... Alright, well that looks okay to me so far, so I like that little bit of smoke there, but you can make it a larger amount if you want. It's up to you. Alright, now we're going to try and create the fire now. So you're going to go up here to layer, you're going to add a new fill layer of solid color. Okay. And I'm just going to select a orange color, but we're going to change it anyway, so it doesn't really matter. So, double click that layer, and you're going to add a gradient overlay. And you're going to use orange colors. So you're going to want to use a dark orange and a light orange. So we're going to use the light orange first. So I'm going to use that as a light orange. And now you want to get a darker orange color. So maybe like a... that works. Yeah, that works for me. Okay. So, and you want to change that again to that. Okay, so now we have this here. Now, because you can't really, if you just go over here and if you just click, so, oops, no. Okay. Alrighty. So click OK, and it's going to be white, but that's okay. Don't worry, we got this covered. So go back to your model layer, hold the command, and select. And now we're going to go over here, and you're going to mask it out. What? We just masked that out. Alright. So then you want to erase, like we did before, everything except for the arm. Yeah. Okay. Alright, so now it's still white. You want to make sure that it's actually going to become fiery. So we're going to go over here and change the layers blend mode to color burn. And as you can see now, you have a little fiery like on the arm. So, there we go. We're almost there. We're nearly done. Okay, now lastly, we're going to go up here to layer. You're going to add a new adjustment layer. You're going to add a gradient map. Click OK. And leave it as B. And then you're just going to change the blend mode to soft light. Alright, now I bet you're wondering, where the hell is this fire coming from? I don't see no fire. What the hell are you talking about, woman? Alright, well here we go. So go open a stock photo of some flames. I'll provide the stock flame in the description. I have some here. Where did I put them? We just have to wait. Alright, there's my stock fire. Again, I'm using the one from Shutterstock, but feel free to use whatever you like. I'll provide the Shutterstock, this one here, in the description if you want it. Otherwise, feel free to find your own. Control AX. And you're going to paste it on top. And you're probably going to need to erase parts of the black that's on there. Okay. There we go. Now I'm going to warp it so that it actually will fit around the dude's arm. And then it will look cool. Alright. Okay, now we're going to change the fiery layer over to screen. Now as you can see, it blends in a bit, but that's alright. We can fix that. So, right now I'm going to warp this a bit more. So, Control T. I'm going to warp it a bit more so it looks pretty awesome. But you can stop here if you'd like. So I'm going to do this, a little bit of that. And I'm going to erase a little bit because I think it looks ridiculous. Yeah. Alright, and then you can add more like flame here. I know mine doesn't look as cool like as it should, but you know, this is how it's done. You know, you could probably go a step further and make it look really cool and stuff. I've made other ones in the past. I'll show you another outcome I made earlier with a different photo. But yeah, that's how you do it. You just keep pasting on different stock photos and warping them and stuff, and then sooner or later you got a cool image. It couldn't be more simpler than that. I hope I helped you in some way. Hopefully this tutorial was cool enough for you. If it wasn't, I'm sorry. No hate, please. Just being cool and stuff. So yeah, thanks for watching, everybody, and I hope you like, comment, and subscribe. I like subscribers. There's my outcome there for what we just made. Pretty cool, huh? Alright, and this is another one here, as I made earlier. Awesome sauce. Like, comment, and subscribe, because I'm awesome, and I think you know that.